Shout out to P. Savage, man. She doing her thing. Salute to Baltimore. Shout out to Miss Green. Love you. Love here at BKS1 Radio. King P. Savage. All the way. Hot new joint. I just heard another hot joint that I didn't even know P. Savage did. Salute. Get this thing on and popping. Talk about that today. A lot to shake. Man Cave Morning Show. Tune in. Listen, you can watch us full on multiple platforms. You can go to WBKS1.com. You can go to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. You can go to Twitter and Periscope and watch us live at BKS1 Radio TV. You can watch us on our personal Facebook page, Norman E. Bradley on Facebook. And you can listen to it live.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Oh, they don't want us to talk about it today, bruh. They don't want us to do it today. The man might shut us down.
It's all right. We own the place. It's okay.
It is going down today. You know you at the official Man Cave morning / afternoon show. Depends on where you live in the world.
Yeah,
depends on where you live in the world. All right. First, peace and blessings. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Let me introduce my partner. All right, my co-host. All right, the man with the plan, and together we understand. We call him what?
Smooth P. Yes. Yeah, I think it's on low, but I hear it a little bit. I don't know what's going on. And the man in the middle who always got the hot, funky, fresh riddle, we call him the one, the only, Storm Norm the Gym.
You're getting better at this, man. You're getting better at this.
Okay.
Salute, peace, and blessings, everybody. Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube. That's BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. And you can go there. Listen, you got any problems with the sound on Facebook, go to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. All right, because they're trying to play tricks on us today. All right, Facebook, you act kind of foul. All right, but if you got any problems, just go to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. You can watch us on Twitter, Periscope, at BKS1 Radio ENT. That's at BKS1 Radio ENT. You can watch us live on the TuneIn app.
So you can listen to us, actually.
Yeah, you can listen to us on the TuneIn app.
Yes.
Feel free to get it, man. Download it. Doesn't cost you anything. All right, you can listen to all your favorite radio stations from around the world. Go get the TuneIn app right now, okay? Go get that TuneIn app right now. Download it on your phone, on your Android, your iPhone, your tablet, all of that.
All of that.
You can check out BKS1 Radio and all this content, man. All right?
24 hours a day.
No doubt, no doubt.
365.
First, let's get some love. Shout out to Demetria on the check-in. D from Dunwoody on the check-in. Shout out to Barb on the check-in. Shout out to Andrea Staten on the check-in. Shout out to Gary Elliott on the check-in. Shout out to Kurt Burrows on the check-in. Shout out to Kaz Minor on the check-in. Shout out to Pamela R. Swain on the check-in. Shout out to DT on the check-in. Shout out to Levon Collins on the check-in. Shout out to Eric Robinson. Timothy Beverly, what's up, fam? Shout out to Janice Maxine Brooks on the check-in. Shout out to Tracy Abram on the check-in. Kim Sharif, we see you. Kim's cooking in the building. Shout out to Kimmy Brown on the check-in. Shout out to John Booth Sr. What's up, cuz? One love. No doubt. Shout out to D-Mac on the check-in. Shout out to Alicia Mitchell on the check-in. Shout out to Sandy B on the check-in. And as y'all trickle in, we will show y'all the love. Shout out to Barry B on the check-in. Salute, peace, and blessings. Let's get this thing started. So one of the things we're going to discuss today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon show is, what's your thoughts on an abortion ban? What is your thoughts on an abortion ban? So let's have some real talk about this. Feel free to call in. You can call in 646-233-1302. Yes, feel free to call in or put your comments in the chat. Let me make sure these phone lines are open right now. We're getting you ready right now to discuss this topic.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Pamela R. Swain. She said, hey, fam, tuning in from Florida.
Salute.
No doubt. Let me just make sure these phone lines are open for y'all, because I know y'all going to keep it 100. And this is what we love about the listeners. Y'all keep it 100. Y'all don't sugarcoat anything. Y'all speak your mind.
Yes.
And that's what we want today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon show. And the other thing we're going to talk about is Pamela Turner. That's the grandmother that was killed by Texas police officers. All right, and then we're going to talk about some facts that you should know.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss this thing because I'm hearing a lot of different opinions and views on this whole situation. We're going to talk about this, man, because it's happening too frequently, in our society, in the United States of America.
Yes. It's
like there's no other way to deal with an African American but to kill them.
Yep.
No other way to handle a situation but to kill and murder. Let's take this first call. Caller from the 404, station name, where you calling from? You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon show. What's good?
What's good, guys? It's D from Dunwoody.
What's
I'm
up,
calling
D?
about the first question of the abortion.
Yes.
Abortion. Talk to me.
Talk to us.
First off,
I think it's stupid because they setting us back so far as women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to actually go up against the challenge Roe versus Wade.
Right.
Who are they to tell us what we can and cannot do with our bodies?
Right, right. I agree.
We know what we can afford. We know what we can care for.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what we can't do.
Right.
I'm sick of these men in power telling us what's good. Y'all ain't got to carry it. And as my mama...
Can you correct something real quick, though?
Point blank plain and
Can you
simple.
correct something real quick?
Huh?
Say you sick of these white men in power, these Caucasian men in power.
Okay.
We don't make this.
Well, we
decisions.
will say we gonna say all men, but yes, the white men that are making the power,
Mhm.
because it ain't just. It don't stop at them, because you got two girls end up pregnant. We gonna say all. Ain't my problem. Whose is it? No, damn well he the only one she been. He got the audacity. Whose is it? So
Lord.
all dudes.
Okay.
But yes, the white men in power. We'll just say that. We'll leave it there.
Okay. All right. Go
My
ahead.
thing is, I done been on both ends of the spectrum. Okay? I've lost kids, and I've had an abortion.
Mm.
Do I agree with abortion? No. Do I agree with what some women use abortion for, which is glorified birth control? No, I don't.
Mm.
But again, at the end of the day, guess what? It's their choice.
Yes.
It's
Agree.
their body. Maybe they couldn't. I think if you can afford abortion, you could probably afford condoms. But again, that ain't none of my business. My thing is, this law or whatever they're trying to do is putting life. What about women that are raped?
Yeah.
Little girls that are molested and sodomized and end up pregnant because of it.
Mm.
What about a woman in the danger, and they're not even specifying the danger. What if a woman finds out, okay, this baby's going to be really, really sick. This is something that's going to put a strain on my health, my life, whatever. But the baby's not in immediate danger, but it's going to be a stress later on. That should be her choice to decide whether she want to continue that pregnancy or not.
I mean, I agree. I agree. What, P?
I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air in the whole abortion thing. I've actually.
Why are you up in the air, P? Seriously?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been one to agree, and I do agree on some points you just made. Like you said, if someone's raped, or I don't necessarily agree about this sick thing, because you know what, kids and people live, with disorders all the time, and I mean it's tough. And just to go on a couple of points that you made, right? Which it may sound a little crazy, but it's not crazy. You said, they don't know what we can afford, they don't know what we could take care of. But most of the time, I'll say sex is happening between two grown consenting adults, right? So if you're two broke ass grown consenting adults who know good and well that you don't need to bring another child into this world, don't make another child. Like that's not an excuse to me to say, well, I can't afford it, so I'm going to abort it. Then either get a vasectomy, get your tubes tied, or get a lifetime supply of condoms. To me, that's a cop out, and that's the worst reason to take a child's life is because I was horny. I was too lazy to get a condom or birth control. I got pregnant, or we got pregnant, because between a man and a woman, we got pregnant. But now we're deciding we're gonna take away this life because we were two lazy ass people who knew that we couldn't take care of a child that we were going to bring into this life. So now we're going to end this child's life. I don't agree with that at all, because I look at abortion. I look at abortion like this.
Let me be clear. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree. That's why I made the point of I don't agree with women using it, because I've seen it use abortion and glorify birth control.
I know women that used to do that too.
Honey, please.
All right.
I know women that used to do that. That used to piss me off. Like it literally like it was birth control, and that pissed me the hell off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and
here's the problem.
But as a woman,
real quick.
I'm just saying, as a woman. Okay.
D, real quick. P, real quick. We're missing the point. But my whole point is, there's no way in hell the government should have the right to decide what a woman does with her body.
I agree with that. I do.
Exactly.
No
and that's
way
why I
in
agree
hell.
with you, Norm.
This is where it's going too far. This is where the government's having too much control over our personal lives and everything. You already got enough control, period. So now you're going to tell a woman what to do with her body. Listen, if a child is 13, 14 years old, got pregnant or whatever, and it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do now. My whole life is going to this and that, whatever, right? And then we see plenty of cases where babies end up in trash baskets, in garbage dumpsters, and everything like that, right? Right. So we've seen a lot of cases like that. So if a child, a minor, 12, 13, 14 years old, ends up, having a baby, getting pregnant, they should have the right to talk to their parents, whatever, and discuss it and choose whether or not they want to have this baby or not. They still should have the right. Okay. The government should not take that away from them by making it illegal.
The government should, but also
like I said, I agree with Pete, and I agree with you, Norm. I feel like it's just too much control, too much say-so in people's personal business. But can I share a story with y'all?
Sure, you may.
Because when I was 15 years old, I got pregnant.
Okay.
I would have had a 26-year-old son this year.
Okay.
But due to unforeseen circumstances, he was stillborn.
Okay.
And I fast forward. We had, in our family dynamics, we had several children to get pregnant before 18 years of age. My oldest co-son, with his bad ass, we talked to all of our kids about sex and what you do to protect sex. Hell, his daddy is an OBGYN. So we had this big bowl of condoms, and we talked about the sex. We used to have this board that used to sit in the foyer, covered all the STDs at the time. And there was a big bowl of condoms. It's not like we were saying, oh, go out and have sex. But if you're going to do it, because you can't stop them and you can't be everywhere they are,
Be responsible.
Here's your protection jar.
Exactly.
This is what you do. Guess what happened? He out here playing grown man games, and he turned up to be his girlfriend turned up pregnant. She was 16, he was 14. Guess what? We have a beautiful 11-year-old grandson.
There you go.
Because we wasn't playing that. He was pushing crap. He came to us with this permission, with this little paper. Because now, see, when you under 18, you got to have a paper. Your parents got to sign said paper, right?
Really?
This paper talking about some. I'm just not ready for all this. You know what his daddy told him? He said, you was out there playing grown man games, sticking it.
Exactly.
Now you're going to raise what come the hell out.
There you go.
Point blank, plain and simple. But all parents don't feel the way we feel. Some parents might be like, oh, no, my baby, not my baby. I can't do this no more. My baby can't do this. Come on, let's go down to the clinic. But now here's big government taking that choice away from us to do.
Yeah.
I'm pro-choice, whether you choose to keep it or whether you choose to abort it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I've had an abortion. And for me, it was the worst thing that I could have ever done. It was a rash, harsh decision that I regret every single day. Because that baby would have been 12 years old.
Yeah.
Demetria.
On my daughter. So, yeah.
Demetria, you cannot, I am telling you right now, you cannot wear your hair blonde. All right? Phyllis.
Okay,
Phyllis, I'm telling you right now that you cannot wear red-colored clothing. How do you feel about that?
Well, first off, you're going to have to kill me because I'm albino and I was born with blonde hair. So,
okay.
Try again.
All right. But see, you see how it feels when somebody takes away your right to choose?
No, I get that.
When somebody takes away your right to choose,
it.
give me that right. The government should not, there should not be 26 Caucasian men sitting in a room dictating how our future is going to go and what we can decide. That should not happen.
But also,
our personal being.
Exactly.
But also,
why I say I agree with Norm and I agree with P. Because, like I said, as a parent, we made a choice to make our son make him have his baby and raise that baby. He's doing good now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be 11 years old.
Yeah.
But that was our choice. But another parent may not want that same choice. They may not want their child to go through that. They may not want their child to experience that. And that's why I said that's where the problem is. There's somebody else deciding for us parents and us women and us couples as a whole what we can and cannot do with our body. And that's not right. That's why I said I'm pro-choice. I would never do it, but I would not ever step on anybody's right to have one if that's what they so choose.
All right.
I get it.
It's not for me.
But
all right.
I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
No. I just want to break this down. There are people joining in right now. They're probably wondering what we're talking about right here on the Man Cave Show. So real quick, let me break this down. So in Alabama lawmakers just passed a bill banning virtually all abortions in the state, even for victims of rape and incest.
Yep.
All right. So basically, in this statement says we're telling a pregnant 12-year-old that she doesn't have a choice. All right, and this is what Democrat Roger Smitherman said. Now, so the further breakdown. All right, and I'm reading these facts. I'm like, here's the most important things we need to know about the Alabama abortion ban, because a lot of people think it's nationwide. It's not nationwide. This what happened in Alabama, but when it happens in one state, it could set a precedence. All right.
No, Georgia's doing it too. Georgia's on the same kick. Georgia's on that same kick. It's called the heartbeat ban. It's the heartbeat law, and basically it makes it illegal and criminalize the fact that you get an abortion after 8 weeks. There's no for rape victims, molestation, or sodomized victims. There's really no place there's really no leading way for a woman whose life might be in danger. And their idea of endangerment means the baby's going to kill them or the mother. But that's not always the danger. Some people may not be able to handle the stress if they find out the child is disabled or missing something, or nobody might want to wait till the process to have the baby and wait for it to die. They might want to have it out. But this law doesn't make room for any of those other choices.
All right. So, and let me break this down real quick. All right, so let me break this down. So again, for those that don't know, so on Tuesday, the 25 white Republican men passed a bill through the Alabama Senate that could effectively ban abortion in the state. The state house approved the bill last week. It will now move to the desk of the state's Republican governor, Kay Ivey, who is expected to sign it. Now, here's what you need to know about this draconian measure. All right. Now, the bill provides no exceptions for case of rape or incest. Unlike some, but not all, recent extreme abortion restrictions that have been proposed or passed, Alabama's bill contains a provision that bans abortions even in cases of rape and incest. Democrats in the Senate proposed an amendment to the bill that would have provided such exceptions, but the measure failed. All right? The bill does not allow for exceptions in cases where the patient's life is at serious risk. All right, so that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
Wait. Okay, sorry.
Wait. The bill would severely criminalize doctors who perform abortions. The bill threatens doctors who perform abortions with prison sentences of up to 99 years. The New York Times reports doctors who even attempt to perform an abortion could face up to 10 years in prison. The bill does not allow for the prosecution of patients who receive abortions. So this, again, something else we need to know. When will the bill take effect? Now, first, to be absolutely clear, the near total ban on abortions in Alabama has yet to take effect. The ACLU has already said it will sue if the bill is signed into law, tweeting, "This bill will not take effect anytime in the near future, and abortion will remain safe, legal medical procedure at all clinics in Alabama." All right? And then lastly...
But Georgia's doing it.
Lastly...
Georgia, that bill is not just Alabama.
Lastly, the bill is designed to pose a challenge to Roe versus Wade. The bill's sponsors have been explicit about their intention to use this bill to challenge Roe versus Wade, the landmark 1973 Supreme Court decision that legalized abortion throughout the nation. Alabama Representative Terry Collins, a sponsor of the bill, said on Tuesday night, "This bill is about challenging Roe versus Wade and protecting the lives of the unborn because an unborn baby is a person who deserves love and protection." Collins also said that the proposed purpose of the bill is to get the Supreme Court and have them revisit the actual decision. Now, we're off there, so we just wanted to break it down a little bit. The bill is not, it hasn't been passed. All right, they're going to fight it. But right now, a lot of other states is discussing this type of bill. All right, now, go.
Well, listen to the provisions of it, and look at where it's at. Alabama. Alabama is a southern state, and you know, I know it's a running joke we talk about people down south, but people down in south in certain parts of the South really do sleep with their cousins and their children and their parents. So these white men who got together, who knows how many of them have
that's a hell of a statement, bro.
It's true, bro. You could take it. Anybody could be mad at me for saying that.
Just down
Hey,
south.
stop, and I'm gonna have to agree with P. There's a lot of cousin daddies.
Yes, it is.
And Uncle Mama's down here. So
yes, it is. Like I said, people get mad at me if you want to. The truth is the truth, and I said people get mad if they want.
I'm a Southern raised, so I believe I know it's true. That it's a lot of uncles and granddaddy daddies down here. So
it's a lot of that goes on, and that's probably why they're making that provisions, because that does happen a lot, I'm sure, because if you get your daughter pregnant, I'm sure the mamas don't want to have a grandbaby daughter. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
it's crazy, but you know,
that's funny.
This is my thing that I want to say too about the whole abortion thing, because you know people are saying, well, you know, it's like telling a 12-year-old that they don't have a choice. Well, how about we get to the 12-year-old before they get there? Like, why are we even having that conversation that a 12-year-old has to make a decision whether or not she's going to become a mother?
But you know what?
First off, these 12-years out here doing stuff that they ain't got no business. Some of them out here doing stuff they ain't got no business.
I don't want us to change the narrative, because what we're doing right now, we're changing the narrative. The initial narrative is the government getting in your damn business.
Yes.
All right, and that's why I made the little analogy with Phyllis wearing, you can't wear red no more, or you know, Demetria can't have her hair blonde no more. You know, if the government start, you know, where does it stop? Where does it stop?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the government telling us what we can and what we can't do. Now, my whole thing is like, this law is closer to being passed than a lot of gun laws across the country.
Forget about the gun laws.
Certain gun laws is nowhere near being passed on assault rifles and all of that.
And
A lot of these laws is nowhere near being passed. But this abortion
Especially down here in the good old boy state, they ain't gonna get rid of their guns.
This abortion law is about to be passed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So listen, D, thanks for calling in. We gotta take some other calls.
All right.
But we appreciate
you, D.
for listening.
But see, I'm not trying to get away from what your narrative, like you said, what you said, because I agree with you. I agree that the government tries to have too much. We'll just take this next call. Here we go.
Caller from the 404. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. What's good?
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's going
What's
on?
going on, fam?
It's the troublemaker.
What's up?
Okay.
What's up?
What's good? What's good?
My opinion is this, man, and I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. I think these people don't want the abortions and stuff like that just so they can keep their jails filled. I'm taking over Wu's position. I'm a conspirator. Conspiracy theory.
That's P's. He's a conspiracy guy too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, I think they're just trying to keep the jails filled, man, so they can, do whatever.
Okay.
With other things to go along with that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's a power. It's a control and power struggle to me. Because again, they're trying to do this to challenge what's already in place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, let's see who got the juice. You remember that movie, Juice? Who got the juice?
I remember that movie, Juice.
Yeah, you got the juice. That's what it's about. That's what these 25 Caucasian Republican men is doing right now. They playing with your life and my life and his life and everybody's life. And this is what we gotta come together. And we gotta start voting. Where they have the fine print in these voting booths, the fine print that a lot of us don't see, and a lot of these little things we should be voting on that we don't vote on. Wear them extra pair of glasses and look at that fine print and start voting for things like this. Because when you don't vote, a lot of these bills slide through, and they get passed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I got to agree with P, what he said. Like, if it started in Alabama or Georgia, it's going to circulate.
Oh, it is? No, that's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's going to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be everywhere. Let this bill get passed. Watch what happens. Thanks for calling in, Troublemaker. Appreciate you. Next caller. Caller from the 973. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. What's up?
She's not a very happy camper today. Do they not understand and realize that if they do legalize this, one, you're going to start having women going across the state line to have abortions, and two, you're going to start having people having illegal abortions.
Mm-hmm. That definitely.
Like they're not even thinking of that.
Yeah.
And my last thought is, who the hell are you to tell me what to do? I can and cannot do it. My body.
Yeah. I
carry this body around with me all day long.
I agree. But
what they're not understanding and realizing is, if let's just say a woman gets raped, you're now telling her that if she gets raped and she has a child, you are going to force this woman to look at this child and relive this memory of hers
for the rest of her life,
every single solitary day.
Absolutely.
Which now may cause child abuse.
Yeah,
and a lot of other things.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things,
I say all the women in Alabama, soon as the bill is passed as a law, y'all get up and move.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Easier said than done. Well, we appreciate you. So look, so Pete don't get no more plates, huh?
Listen.
He was treading in line.
Oh,
he was treading in line.
The only thing I preach is responsibility. Like I said, other than like the whole rape situation, I just say we have to be responsible adults. And if you have enough wherewithal to lay your behind down and have the good time, if a baby comes out of it, do you need to be responsible enough to take care of the aftermath? You can't.
But what if they're not responsible, Pete? What if they're not responsible?
I'm just saying. Well, you know what? Then don't do it. Because anytime you lay down with somebody, you know that there is a chance that a baby can be made. That is 100%. That's not 99.9%. That is 100% that you know that every time you lay down and you put it in or you get it put in, that a baby can come out of that situation. So if you are not ready to handle the aftermath, whether you're grown, whether you're a child, whatever your age is, if you're not ready for the aftermath, then do not do it. Period. Don't give it.
I totally agree with
government.
that. I totally agree with that. But like you said, it's easier said than done. But you always have a choice for adoption. I am so sick and tired of hearing everybody finding these babies in garbage cans, in dumpsters, in bags, and whatnot. Stop it.
There are people out there willing to take these babies in a heartbeat.
Right,
and that's a fact.
True indeed. True indeed. I
mean, they've given you the option. You can go turn a child in at a fire department. You can go turn a child in at a hospital. Don't just leave it out there.
Yeah.
So now what you're saying is, okay, so since I can't have the abortion, I got to have a child. I'm gonna just leave the child outside now because now I don't have to have responsibility of taking care of the child. You don't make me have it, but you never said I had to take care of it.
And then there's the argument too of like, okay, a 2-month-old pregnant woman. I mean, she was only pregnant 2 months, saying she wants an abortion, and people arguing the fact that well, the baby's not fully formed yet. This, that, whatever. Like
it still feels like everything.
That's the big argument too, going back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what? And everybody's saying it's still life.
It is life.
It's still life.
It's a fact.
At the end of the day, it's still her decision. It is still
her decision.
And no one should be able to take that away. And you cannot compare that. So if it's somebody, somebody said this to me, right? So somebody said, so if it's your decision to shoot P in the head right now, is that cool? Because that's your decision or whatever like that. No. And I'm like, you can't. Don't. That's just a dumbass.
That's not. What if your mother decided to abort you? How would you feel about that? If your mother,
I wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
How would I feel about it?
Exactly.
I can't feel nothing.
I wouldn't be able to feel it because I'm not here.
Exactly my point.
I can't feel nothing about it.
Exactly. You would not have been gotten a chance to be the great man that you are today, right?
Exactly.
Because
I agree.
That's the problem.
Still was my mother's decision.
But that's the problem. Exactly. It's the mother gets to make a decision, right? But the unborn child, the innocent unborn child who never was asked to be conceived or to be here in the first place, doesn't get a chance to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part for me.
I get you.
So being somebody who lost a child, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I lost 2 children.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One through, childbirth or being stillborn early, and one through his own negligence, his life was gone. So I've lost 2 children. Right. You know what I'm saying? So to have that choice, you know what I'm saying, is like priceless versus not getting that choice at all. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody was irresponsible.
My biggest fear is that
it's still
my biggest fear is that they're going to pass this law. And then, like I said, you're going to start having women losing their lives because they're going to go find other ways to get rid of this child.
You're right.
That they don't want.
No, you're right.
So now what you've done is created a bigger problem.
Yeah. No, I agree because, like I said, before abortion was legal, that's what women were getting them done illegally with people with hangers and whatever way they could try to get this done. Right, so I do agree.
But see, that's going to prompt and propel that even more if this law gets passed.
No, I agree. There will be a lot of underground abortions.
Absolutely. I just don't think it's a good thing when the government steps in and get involved in certain situations.
So like I said, all the women in Alabama, as soon as the laws pass, y'all pack up and move.
Yep.
Just pack up and move.
Yep. Diva, thanks for calling in.
Thank you. We appreciate
you.
Can't wait for Father's Day. I got a big surprise for you guys for Father's Day.
Thank you. We appreciate you as always.
Yes. You growling?
I got
y'all. Thanks, sweetie. God bless. Listen. If you're just joining us, I don't know. If you're just joining us, we are talking about what's your thoughts on an abortion ban. And this thing can take off like wildfire. Once one bill gets passed, it could be a trickle-down effect. Yeah. And then it just takes away a woman's right to choose. I mean, whether you feel pro-abortion or anti-abortion or not, pro-choice, pro-choice or or anti-abortion or not, it's like I just don't like the fact that the government is getting too much power into our personal decision making.
Well,
that's what I have a problem with.
If you look at it, though, the government is trying to take away our liberties anyway. Little by little, they're trying to take away more and more of our liberties. If you really pay attention. But let's take the call.
Caller from the 404. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Today.
Hi, this is Flo Queen calling in from Atlanta.
Hey, Flo Queen. Welcome to the show.
This is my first time calling. You know, I always comment.
I'm glad to have you.
But thank you. I will say this. This is the Bible Belt. And, you know, for them to have made that decision. See, God gives, according to the word, God gives us free choice.
Yes.
Free will and free choice. So if it's okay for him to allow us, he might not be okay with the choices that we make, but he gives us the right to make those choices. Now, after that, good or bad, that's between us and him. So that's the way I look at it.
Flo Queen, you're kind of manipulating the word a little bit there, sis. You're saying that God.
I'm not manipulating the word because God gives us free choice. He does.
He gives us
free will.
Yes, he gives us free choice and free will, but he also put in 10 commandments that thou shalt not kill, and to abort a child is killing.
I understand that, but that's the choice that we make. I mean, I'm not contradicting it.
He's not okay with it.
It's saying two things. It's saying, okay, we have the 10 commandments, but he also gave us the choice and free will. So, you know, who is manipulating? I'm not. I'm just going by what I know it to be true.
I can't ride with you on that one. God is not okay with abortion. He's not saying
it's okay to take away one of my creations. I never said that. I said, and remember, I turned around and said, listen, he may not be okay with that choice. He's not okay with abortion. He's not okay with killing, but he gives us the will to choose. And then after that, it's up to us, you know, to go to him and say, hey, look, I was wrong or not. And it's because of those decisions we made, it's between us and him after it's all said and done. I don't care what it is. Good or bad. I'm not saying that he's for abortion. I never said that. That would be crazy.
Okay.
But, you know, he gives us the right to choose. And that's up to us. And then we stand before him and we got to deal with it then. If that's what you believe.
I agree. God gives us free will. God gives us free will. That I agree with 300%. You know, and look, listen, he even gives us the free will whether we want to do good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to do good or bad, he gives us that free will.
Yes. And that, you know, you have to choose that. I choose to do good. That's just me. I ain't judging nobody. But we all, you know, make mistakes. Things happen. I don't know how to feel about this rape part. I don't know how to feel about that. You know, how could I tell somebody that's been brutally raped, you have to keep a child? They have to go to God with that.
Yeah.
True indeed. Well, look, we appreciate you, Flo Queen.
I ain't got to live with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a rough one.
Well, yeah, it's a rough one. But again, this is where people got to start standing together. I'm telling you, because this is just the start of it. You know, if they can,
I believe that.
Yeah, this is just the start of it. It's going to get worse before it gets better. That's all I can say. But we appreciate you. Thank you for calling in.
All right, thank you. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Flo Queen rock. Flo Queen. You rock, Flo Queen.
So do you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Listen. Phone lines are officially open now. You can call in 646-233-1302. We're gonna try. Let's read some comments. Okay. Let's read some comments before we move on.
All right. Victor Johnson says, so you saying God is okay with abortion? That's what it sounds like. Just heard between the lines. DT said, be fruitful and multiply, not to subtract. Deandra said, I was just going to say free will. Deandra said they gave us choice to choose abortion when they made it available. Jamila said the law is irresponsible because whether you agree or not with abortion, if someone has made up their mind to do it, it should be safe, professional ways to do so.
Right.
Pamela Swain said, if there was a law on the table to ban Viagra, some men would be in front of Congress appealing the bill. What is humanitarian decision and choice for women should silly to some. Seems silly to some men. Victor also said, I lost my daughter and her twin. But what happened to birth control and condoms? That's what I'm saying. If you don't want a child because of who the father is, be careful who you lay with also.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Listen, I agree with all of that. You know, I agree with all of that. There was another comment, too, I wanted to read.
Remember who it was by?
Did you read D-Mac?
D-Mac. No.
D-Mac said, looking at the makeup of the people who voted for this bill further goes to why we need to be more engaged in voting.
Wow.
Let me clap that up.
Yeah.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is the narrative I want to get back to, because we know all that. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, it's just, don't take away my choice. That's all I'm saying. Don't take away my choice. You know, and then we can talk about, listen, we could talk about the Bible as all we want to, but everybody has different beliefs.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when it comes to religion and everything like that. So again, we have the right to choose what religion we want to practice.
True.
What faith we want to practice, right? You know what I'm saying? What if somebody took away that right? You only can be a Buddhist. You only could be a Christian. You only could be a Muslim. Caller from the 443. State your name, where you calling from.
Hi, family.
Who's this?
This is Sean. This is Miss Knowledge of Power One.
What's up?
How are you?
What's good, fam? What's going on?
I am loving the conversation today. Like, I'm really into this, and I definitely want to give y'all know I have an opinion. I have a crazy opinion. But anyway, I don't think the government should have anything to do with abortion. We have so many bigger fish to fry.
Facts.
But it's hard. Now, I'm gonna have to go left on my boys. I do agree with you in some aspects. I do agree that at times you do have two consenting adults that can make the choice to use birth control. But you know that I'm a registered nurse.
Yes.
So I deal with mental health more so than anybody. You know, my whole field is mental health.
Okay.
Sometimes that's not the case. I have all kinds of clients. I mean, they have sex all the time, and some of them are really not in their right mind, and the two of them together couldn't raise a child if you gave them everything across the board.
Okay.
So I really think the government shouldn't have a right to make those decisions for people. That's a personal decision. You have people that they can't raise children, and the ones that can make the choice and can lay down and say, I don't need a child yet. They do need to use protection. But then what about our young people that are manipulated? What about our people that are raped? What about our mental health clients that mentally they really can't, they don't know A from B. They just doing it because they know they do it.
Yep. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. We left that fact out about people that mental health is not fit.
Yeah, I mean, so we just directly go to abortion though, instead of, like I said, this is my thing. Anybody who doesn't want a child can put the child up for adoption. There are people who can't have children. They try who would love to be able to have a child, and if they can't have their own, would die to adopt. Like, so there's no child that can go out here unwanted. Just realistically, like if you feel like you're unfit to raise it, you know, you're not gonna be able to raise it, just put it up for adoption. Like, my thing is, give the child a chance. Like, don't take away the child's chance to be great. We don't know. Out of all the children that's been aborted throughout time, we don't know how many great people are missed because of that. How many great minds, how many inventors, how many doctors, how many scholars, how many, whatever, just never got the chance to be here. Could have been a mind that could have changed the world. Could have did something that changed the world.
I get your point.
You get what I'm saying?
I get your point.
I agree totally. But
Right.
then you have, like I said, I'm mental health. I work with 99% of my clientele are mental health. And when I tell you, for some reason, they always stay in a relationship. The mental health women, and
Wow.
I don't understand it. But for them to bring a child in this world, it's like, oh my God. So me seeing this every day, it's like, what's going to go wrong with them chromosomes? What is this child going to do? Like, people, they undergrade what's going on in the mental health world. And my mental health patients, they having babies left and right, and they don't have a clue of what motherhood and fatherhood is about. And it's not because they want to be like that. It's just because they can't. They can't get it together mentally.
Well, I have a question for you. Being the fact that you're in that field and that you know that this happens, like that, like you just said, somehow miraculously they stay in relationships.
Oh God, they in the biggest relationships ever.
Do you have these kind of conversations with them about birth control and them having sexual relations and what could come out of it, and they need to protect themselves? Because this is my thing. If I know, that's just like a child. If I know that a child is doing this, I'm going to sit down and have a conversation, because they might not understand totally the ramifications of what they're doing. They just think it feels good. You know what I'm saying? They think it feels good. So you have to explain. Yeah, it feels good, but you know what happens next. So you gotta give them that direction. So that's what I'm saying. So if I was to see, someone in the mental health field, not field, but in that realm, I would try to have that conversation, let them understand,
but again,
and even try to get them to be on birth control or something.
Again,
because you can't stop them.
As much as you're right with what you
can't even get
said,
them to take their medicine.
You know what?
So
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And as much as you're right by saying you would have this conversation, how many times you can have a conversation with a person on right and wrong, and they still decide they want to make the wrong choice?
That's a fact.
Because they feel that choice that they made is right to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. Again, we're talking about choice. That's the big situation. Choice. Your right to choose.
Choice.
Yeah. And the
government, they definitely don't have a right to do that. But then, Storm, you guys were talking about like the younger kids, 14 and 15. And this is what we don't realize as adults. We were raised very different. And as parents, we try to raise our children and teach our children the way we were taught.
Yes.
But I'm learning, like, even with my 28-year-old, they different. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not. They don't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
You hit it on the head. You're right.
Even in our generation, like I started being sexually curious and doing things sexually at a super early age, and a lot of people don't believe me when I tell them, like, oh, P, whatever you. But I started when I was 5. I actually had a girlfriend when I was 5. My parents and her parents were really close, so sometimes she stayed over my house. Sometimes I stayed over her house, and we would do things. Don't ask me how we knew to do what we were doing.
Did your parents know this?
Actually, we got caught one time. Her brother caught us one time, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to tell mommy," and we was both freaking out.
5 years old, P?
5. I swear to God.
Okay.
You see? You heard what I just said, right? I tell the story, most people say what he just said, 5 years, but I'm dead serious. I am not exaggerating one little bit about this story. This is all facts. And my parents and her parents, actually, they had a talk with us separately. Did you know what you're doing? Of course I'm playing dumb. No, I'm just playing house. I'm playing. But no, we actually knew what we were doing. Like, we weren't full-fledged, like, we sex addicts, but we knew what we were doing. But we both played dumb because we knew we were going to get in trouble. But that just goes to say that that's nothing new for kids being curious and trying it out.
Right.
But like I said, at 5, nothing could have came out of it. But nowadays, there are people getting pregnant at 5. Like the young females are getting pregnant earlier and earlier and earlier. So if you are this young curious female and this young curious male, you can have babies at this age. I think the youngest was like 8 or 10 that I think I've heard of somebody having a baby. An 8-year-old or 10-year-old. You know, so we do got to kind of have these conversations, and I get it.
So let me ask you that, right?
But even putting an 8 or 10-year-old through an abortion, do you know what that would do to their mind?
But we raising. It's different with these kids we raising now. These 2019 kids are.
Man.
See, when you were young, you would sit down and listen to your parents.
Yes.
You know, although you do things you wasn't supposed to do, you know, our grandmothers would go and get that switch off that tree.
Exactly.
You know, we got real loud whippings.
Exactly.
And when you got that whipping, you can't whip a child no more. You know, they so disrespectful. And I love the kids. I do a lot in my community, and I just look at how they talk to their parents. It's so hard with teaching now with the young, because we raising different type of children in a different type of world.
So let me ask you, being that Shante, that you said you deal with mentally challenged people. That's half your clientele. Most of your clientele, right?
99%.
99%. So do you have, or do y'all have like a hotline that someone could call if they're going through something, or they just need to talk to somebody?
Well, we have groups. It's nursing, it's mental health groups. But the type of clients I have, you know, getting them to take that. Our purpose is to get them to take their medicine. I mean, not even talking about birth control. We talk about psych medicine.
Right.
So to get them to do that is the biggest challenge of anything. And then you want to slide in a birth control pill?
Right.
It ain't going to happen.
Wow.
Right.
You know? And then I don't have, they come because if they don't come, they won't, their benefits will get cut off.
Oh,
wow.
And
Okay.
I mean, getting them to use condoms and getting them the women to take birth controls and getting the men to practice safe sex. It's this mental health. I mean, it's second to none.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Well, shout out to Miss Green on the phone.
Yes,
She's the mother of recording artist T Savage.
Yes.
And we're actually going to play her song, video Baltimore, before we conclude the show today and everything, after we talk about our next subject. So make sure you tell everybody to stay tuned for that. We're going to run the video live on air so people can see it on all our platforms, on all our streaming services and everything right now. T Savage, she's doing some big things.
Yeah,
anything
man.
you want to talk about
Definitely
real
proud
quick?
of her.
What's going on with her?
She pretty much, she's casting for some different TV shows. She went to New York. She interviewed with like BET, VH1. She got picked up on the show with Deborah Waka Flocka's mom.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
ATL Camp.
Nice.
So she doing a lot. She's doing a lot with herself. I'm proud of her in a sense, but she's a 2019 child, so it's like,
She's one of the peoples we talking about. So let me stop.
God.
Well, you know we love her here at BKS1 Radio.
Definitely. All love for both.
And we love y'all. Y'all the first that, put my daughter on the air, and I'm telling you, we are like the realest people in the world. We know who was there for us from the very, very beginning. We always gonna be with y'all to the end. Believe it.
We appreciate that.
You.
Definitely.
Appreciate you. Keep it locked. Tell everybody we about to run that joint before the show is over, and let the world know again who T Savage is. No doubt.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mom.
All right. Take care. God
All
bless,
right.
sis. All right.
You
Yeah,
too.
man. Yeah, and I guess
deep subject, bro.
Yeah. No, it is. It's touchy because, like I said, I don't want people to think that if he's crazy or what about it. Just I don't know.
We're gonna talk off air.
I've always really no. I'm dead serious.
5 years old, bro.
I'm dead serious. I kid you not.
All right, yeah, we're gonna talk.
Dead serious.
Cause yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I got some questions to ask you.
I got some questions
that I can't even begin to ask you right now live while we on the air. Phone lines is open. You can call in 646-233-1302. Listen, the views and expressions of Smooth P is not necessarily the views of BKS1 Radio. Nobody is suggesting that 5-year-olds should be in a relationship.
Listen, keep your eyes open, man. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
Not Norm, not the BKS team. This is his own separate view.
I'm just telling y'all, keep your eyes open. Think they young and don't know nothing. All right.
Lord have mercy. Let's read some comments. Shout out to Tammy Walker. She said, "Hey fam." Shout out to Deja B. We're gonna see Deja B this Saturday night at the E Hotel, rocking out with the R&B group Allure. All right, for Platinum Saturdays with DJ Qua and DJ Bukeem, and I'll be in the building doing what I do and everything. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Shout out to Timothy Beverly on the check-in. Said decisions are fueled by curiosity of what a child see or heard. It don't matter how grown a person is or how intelligent that they may be. It's all about greater influences. True indeed. Shout out to Deandra DeVoe. I like that name. The government is one who provides the options, so I'm not surprised they are able to take it away.
Wow.
And she said that to Tracy Curry. Tracy Curry on the check-in. What's up, Tracy? Shout out to Kendall Johnson on the check-in. Tracy said, I do not feel like any man should be in control of a woman's body. I agree. Better question, why is the government trying to control women in POC? Let me see. Shout out to, let me read some more comments. There's a lot of good comments. And Didi Graham said, discussions are needed in mental health facilities, but depending on the health issue, they may not comprehend fully. True indeed. And see, that's a big issue right there. Very big issue, Didi. Pamela Swain said, we have to be careful what we agree upon. While we are up in arms about what the government is doing, there are governors and senators designing ways to control the masses. There's a big issue going on. No matter what the issue, never agree to have your rights manipulated. Modern day slavery in full effect. Man, can we clap that up? I agree, man. We gotta watch. We gotta really look at what's going on. Phyllis said, 5 years old. Wow, Smooth P. Shout out to Remove on the check-in. What's good? What's good? If you just joined us, you're officially on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon show. It's the afternoon now. Shout out to Timothy Beverly. Said every inch in our media content is sexually motivated.
Yeah, it's a fact.
No
Sex
doubt.
or violence.
Now,
one or two.
I'm glad you brought up media. All right. So we about to switch. You heard about the story about the grandmother that was killed in Texas.
Yeah.
All right. Her name was Pamela Turner. Say it with me, bro. Pamela Turner. I'm going to say her name. All right. And this is what the media does, right? So I've seen some other pictures of this woman. They take the worst picture ever.
Of course, yeah.
And again, and this is a mugshot picture of her, just to tell us what? That she's been in jail or she's been locked up before. Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Plenty of people been locked up before, right? That don't deserve to be killed, murdered, whatever. All right. So now, Justin, the grandmother of three, lost her life in Baytown. An officer shot and killed Pamela Turner. This is a recent mugshot of her. Details of the startling scene here. All right, so this is the reporter from ABC by the name of Steve Campion, and my man from the Savoy Show said, "F you, Steve," because that was just wrong.
Yeah,
that was basically just wrong. Now, so Steve Campion from Houston's very own news station, ABC 13, identifies the victim of a police murder, Pamela Turner, by posting a toothless mugshot of her. But no need to trip. Luckily, we now have black-owned media outlets, yes, clap up for us, to correct stuff like this for her actual photo. The man employed as a Houston police officer who murdered her has still yet to be identified. Wow. Okay, and here's a better picture of her that they could have used in the media. Here's one that I found that they could have used in the media.
Wow.
Totally different.
Yeah, well, what night and day of a picture.
You know, and remember, y'all, it's all about perception when it comes to us. When it comes to us, it's all about perception and how people perceive us.
Exactly.
You know, do we want to be perceived as an upstanding citizen or a savage? All right. Let's show the one where they can be more perceived as a savage.
Yeah.
All right. Because in that way, again, you could change the whole narrative of what really happened.
Exactly.
So a lot of us still don't know what happened. I'm going to show y'all the video clip in case you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, and we're going to run this and we're going to talk about it. Here's a clip.
What the fuck? Pop the ass.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, people been passing around and want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm just tired of seeing shit like that.
First time I seen it, and we know this.
Like, I can tell you what it made me want to do.
No, but you know, there's 8,000 ways they could have handled that situation, bro. 8,001 ways they could have handled that situation. And they're saying the officer hasn't been identified yet. Yeah, they don't want to give his name. You don't want to put his name in the media, but now
somebody gonna.
Her name's in the media.
Exactly, with the mugshot.
With the mugshot.
Exactly.
And
I want to know, how is that possible? How do you not put this officer's name out there into the media?
Because they want to protect him. He needs protection. Look at the video. That's a woman, man. That's a woman.
That you
let me tell you.
Taser, punch, wrestled down, and then you backed off and unloaded on her.
But here's my thing, right? So law enforcement, I'm talking about law enforcement, Texas, whatever the case may be, they're physically trained. They train physically all the time, whatever, to handle certain situations, right? So they got 3 weapons, right? They got their stick, they got their taser, they got their gun. So,
and pepper spray.
And the pepper spray. 4.
Yeah.
So automatically, in a situation like that, the gun is the go-to all the time. And you can't physically subdue an older female.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what.
Without shooting her.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Because this is bothering me, man. This is bothering me. So, again, I saw the video just like some of y'all. I seen it. I watched it for the first time with y'all. I didn't even see it yet. Loaded up in the system.
Yeah, I didn't see it on purpose.
And I'm shook. I'm shook. No, I heard about the story.
I heard about it too, but I didn't open up the video purposely because I was like one of our viewers and one of my friends on Facebook said, like, don't send me stuff like that. Like, I'm tired of seeing it. You know, it's like it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It's just getting to the point where if I keep taking that in, like, it's not going to be good. So I don't want to keep looking at stuff like that.
My thing is, what justifies
nothing?
You to shoot
nothing
and kill? What justifies in that situation? What we just saw?
Nothing. I'm gonna tell you what the problem was with that situation right there, because as a man, or if you want to even call him that, you know, he's wrestling a woman. For one, he tased her, and I guess the taser, she pretty much ate it. You know, usually when you tase somebody, like, she's still talking like, oh, you harassed me, or whatever. So I guess she's like, oh shit, I just done tased this chick, and she's still moving. So once he got up and seen she was still moving, I guess he figured, well, the only way I'm going to end this is to end this. I'm not going back. I'm not going back over there and try to handle her.
Listen,
he can't do the lie and say that I thought that I tased her, because you already tased her first. I thought I was grabbing my taser and shot her by accident. You can't use that lie because you already tased her.
Listen, you know what? And some, you know, and I had this debate with somebody too, because I'm going to stop saying this. All right, so we heard a lot of people in these discussions like, all officers aren't like this. No, but you know what I gotta honestly say here on air? All African American officers are not like that. Because you don't see.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't see.
Yeah, that's what you say, exactly.
The amount of cases.
Not even close.
Or situations that we just saw right here with African American officers and white assailants or Caucasian.
Or any assailants.
Any assailants. I mean, let me tell you. They got their ish with them too.
Yeah.
But not on these levels.
Yeah.
And not at this rate. So now we need to figure out. This woman she was just murdered. We just witnessed the murder.
Yeah.
Right? So now we need to figure out that what is it so much about us? And this is a black African American woman that is a grandmother, regardless what her past is and all of that. Nothing warranted her to be murdered. What is it about the skin color and the fear of us that leads to murder?
I got one more point to
from
make.
law enforcement.
I got one more point to make.
And go ahead.
That makes this whole thing that much more worse off.
That shit just pissed me off.
You know what it is?
First time seeing it.
She said to the officer, "I'm pregnant." Now, although they later said, "Oh, well, we found out she wasn't really pregnant." No, she wasn't pregnant. She figured if she tells you that she's pregnant, that you might not beat the shit out of her. And or maybe kill her because she's with child. So this officer, without knowing whether or not she truly was pregnant and or not, still decided to tase her, which could cause harm to the baby. And after that, shoot her.
I wish he would have just tased her and left it at that. Regardless, even if that's wrong.
He thought he was committing a double murder, actually. I think in his mind, he's like, oh, you won't be bringing another one of them into this world. Are you kidding me? A woman tells you that she's pregnant?
That's a good point.
She tells you that she's pregnant and then you shoot her? Like you said, there was no other way you could have subdued her. This woman just told you she was pregnant. Whether or not you was the baby daddy, you seen the pregnancy test, you seen a bulge in her stomach, whatever or not. She just told you she was pregnant. So it was your job to believe her at that point in time and handle it accordingly. And the way that you decided to handle it, oh, you're pregnant? Pow, 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 pow. You won't be bringing another one of them into this world. Like, how crazy how much more does that compound the whole situation? I mean, glad that she wasn't pregnant. I mean, her death is enough, but could you imagine if she really was pregnant too on top of it? Like, so you just murdered two people.
So I hear the officer is on desk duty, I think. They put him on desk duty or whatever the case may be. I'm surprised they didn't release the name.
Like I said, they're hiding. That's the good old boy. Now we'll take care of it. We'll make sure your name don't get out there.
You got this one I've seen a lot, bro, but this one shook me a little bit because I didn't. And man, I'm not even going to run that again.
No, please don't.
Yeah, I'm not run that again. I'm not. And even for like our show this evening, I don't want to run it, but it's out there for y'all to see.
Yeah,
it's out there for y'all to see. And actually, I got the clip from a news outlet. So, and then to further add insult to injury, again now you attack her character.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Up a mugshot.
So now you attack her character. You piece of shit. In the news media outlets, you go after her character. You go from this, and I found like 8 other pictures. I found like 8, bro, other pictures that this news outlet could have used.
Well, let's look at
right.
Let's look at the kid. I forget his
name. If we
name.
were covering the story, we'd have used this.
Exactly. But let's look at the kid who got shot. I think it was Texas again by the white officer who thought he was in her apartment, but it was really his apartment. Who They couldn't find any negative stuff on it. They dug so deep because he's a church guy and he played that. It was so bad that they had to throw. Oh well, we found some marijuana in his apartment.
Right.
So the F what? So you trying to tell me that her murdering this guy is justified because you found marijuana in his apartment? Are you kidding me? Like, you couldn't assassinate his character anywhere because they couldn't find. That was the thing. They couldn't find any dirt in this guy. There was no dirt to be found in this guy, right. And I doubt that he probably smoked marijuana. They probably planted the marijuana in there so they could say, or not even planted, just said it. Oh yeah, we found marijuana in his apartment. So it's like that's the narrative. We always are put on trial. Not the person who murdered us is put on trial, but the victim is always put on trial in front of the media. The media is not set up for us. Unless it's a black media outlet such as BKS1 Radio, you would probably get false reports of whatever the situation is.
So here's the actual accounting what happened to Pamela Turner. All right. Y'all say it with me. Y'all put in her name. Whatever platform y'all watching us on, listening to us on, y'all say her name, Pamela Turner. Say it with me, bro.
Pamela Turner.
All right. Y'all put in her name. All right. So this young lady, here's the actual count. So, all right. And I'm going to read this to y'all. So Turner can be seen walking as she, let me just give us the, I'll say Pamela Shantae Turner can be heard telling the officer she's walking to her house. The officer who shot Turner appears to be the only officer at the scene during the incident. Turner can be seen walking as she tells the officer he is harassing her. The pop of a stun gun can be heard as the officer appears to fire his taser at Turner. It is not clear if the stun gun hit Turner. All right. Turner can be seen on the ground with the officer on top of her, trying to grab her hands. Turner yells, "I'm pregnant." And the officer steps away from her as she appears to be moving her hands near his legs. As the officer sits up, the officer fires his gun 5 times and Turner falls back to the ground. It is not clear how many times she was shot. Okay. Witnesses have said on social media that Turner was unarmed, but police have not confirmed if the woman was armed or not, or if a weapon was recovered at the scene. Police have said that Turner was able to get the officer's taser away from him and used it on him. It is not clear from the video if that is true.
It's absolutely not true.
Wow. Okay, so another fact. Fact number 2, Baytown police said the officer stopped Turner after recognizing her from prior interactions and knowing she had active misdemeanor warrants for her arrest.
Not at all.
All right. So that's fact 2 of probably where the mugshot came from. All right. So 3, Turner's family says she takes medication for schizophrenia and is a mother of 2 and grandmother of 3. All right. So here you go with the mental health.
I was just about to say that.
The mental health thing. All right. So fact 4. Neighbors in the apartment complex say Turner wasn't a bad person, and her family says she had complained about the officer, who they say also lives in the complex.
Oh, wow.
Harassing her.
Wow.
So now it sounds like some personal shit.
Exactly.
All right. Fact 5. A police spokesman said the officer had been put on paid leave.
Of course.
And said it was disrespectful that someone recorded the shooting and posted it on social media.
It's
disrespectful because it shows
they caught your ass.
It shows
murdering somebody.
How messed up you are as an officer and an individual.
Did this MFer say it was disrespectful?
Absolutely.
That somebody. So it's not disrespectful that you just murdered a woman in cold blood who told you that she was pregnant. So somebody needs to respect your punk ass. I can't.
So
I can't even.
So we heard all the facts. We heard all the situation.
Jesus help.
Y'all seen the video? If y'all didn't see the video, again, you can find it on Google. I can't watch it again right now. I can't see it right now. because, again, I watched it with y'all for the first time. You can watch the replay of the show if you want to see it. And it's just unbelievable to me, man. Like, that one really took the cake for me.
Yo, these jokers, oh, man. Woo. I can't even say what I want to say. I'm just going to keep that to myself. But I'm going to read what Didi said. Didi said, I was supposed to fly to Texas this week and then drive 2 hours to my projected site. I opted out after hearing I would be without cell service and driving in rural Texas alone. I started thinking of Sandra Bland's video last week. I'm not putting myself in Texas. I listen. I think that was probably one of the smartest moves you ever could have made. I don't disagree with you at all. You know, it's crazy that we got to be like that. Do we got to go back? Do we got to go back to the green book to know where we can drive, where we're safe and where we're not safe to drive anymore in America?
Yeah, sad situation. We're gonna read some more comments real quick. We gotta shout out our sponsors. Shout out to TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
TGI Fridays located in Piscataway, New Jersey, 1315 Centennial Avenue. Make sure y'all come out and check us out tomorrow night. Oh, we're gonna have some fun tomorrow night. We going in Friday Night Live from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's the happy hour mix. It's going down with your boy, DJ Smooth P. And yours truly, DJ Storm Known the General, be rocking out the ones and twos, having a good time, man, playing that feel-good music, rocking the classics to the current. You know how we do it, man. It's going to be a fun time tomorrow. Come on out, have some half-price appetizers, some drink specials, and just a good time, man. This network, let's just have some fun together. Make it a girls' night. Make it a fellas' night. Make it a couples' night. Just make it a great night, and come on out and rock out with us at TGI Fridays tomorrow, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. All right, and don't forget, it is going down this Sunday.
Yes.
The Ultimate Day Party, and we also celebrating Soups, a.k.a. Patricia Collins Roach. All right, of BKS. We celebrating our birthday at the Zulu Bar, the beautiful Zulu Bar, located at 437 Main Street, West Orange, New Jersey. That's going down. And of course, it's also the Who Owns the Mic open mic. So listen, if you think you can sing, you think you got a little voice or something like Smooth P, and you want to get up there and touch that mic, you think you can tell a joke or whatever, or you think you got some spoken word skills and want to get up there and get them fingers snapping, get on up. Rock on out at the Who Owns the Mic, the Taurus official birthday bash day party.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
It's going down from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tickets only $10. You know we always keep it cheap, so I could just come out and have a good time without spending a whole lot of money and everything. But make sure you come on out to the Zulu Bar. It's going to be great food, drink specials, a lot of birthday cake flowing, a lot of live talent. Just doing their thing, getting up there, touching that mic. And I'll be rocking out on the ones and twos along with DJ Jess, Smooth P. You know how we do, man. We're just going to have a great time. And that's this Sunday, May 19th.
Yes.
All right, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So
building.
y'all old folk can get out there now because it's a day party.
Yes, yes.
So come on out and have a good time and rock out with us, man. We're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. But it's really going down Sunday at the Zulu Bar, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right, West Orange, New Jersey. Come on out and have a great time with us, all right?
Yes.
Let's read some more comments.
Yeah, I got one from Mal. Mal said, Baytown police officer Juan Manuel de la Cruz killed Pamela Turner. So I guess they did release his name, and yeah, somebody else said he lived in the same complex with her. So basically,
Juan Manuel de la Cruz.
Yeah, so you murder her,
Latino officer.
Yeah, so you murdered her in your own complex. Like, are you serious right now, dude? Wow.
Somebody gonna be moving soon.
And Didi said, yes, P, we have to be careful, and it's only getting worse. And that's the truth. Phyllis said that prick was out to get her. DT said that was premeditated from that punk ass cop. C.E. King said, woof. Also, Alicia said, one love, family, peace and love, have an awesome day. Kim Street said, let me say it for you, P. That trifling bastard probably tried to do something, and she said no, and his punk ass felt some kind of way. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately we'll never get the real story because
we'll never know.
Yeah, because once they take you out of here, it's only one story coming back, and it's only gonna be the story that's gonna make you look good. And I don't mean the dead person. I mean the cop. No, well, she was doing this. How disrespectful was it that you guys actually caught me on camera murdering her? Like, How disrespectful is that?
Well,
I'm supposed to murder her in my own peace.
It's all over the internet for the world to see.
Man, listen.
And again, if y'all want to see it again, if y'all did miss it when we ran the clip, you can go back and rewatch the show and everything. Today,
all it says, hope he gets all God has for him.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Today, man, was just interesting, man. We talked about
that's a call coming through.
Caller from the 984. State your name where you calling from.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to tell that big cut.
You know it was coming.
Yeah, he's about to get cussed out today too.
Yeah, he bored.
I'd have found you through the internet today, my man. Yeah.
Listen,
I
man.
knock on your door.
Listen,
tell me in person.
You know when ignorant people call, they don't have nothing to do. They ain't got a life.
Sorry, I got frustration to get out now.
He probably don't have a girlfriend.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a boyfriend and a blow up doll.
Raised by wolves.
He's raised by wolves.
You know, so like, come on, bro. You can't be upset about that.
No, I ain't upset, but I could go take out some frustrations.
Prank calls. He was waiting to say the N word or something like that.
Right.
You know, he got nothing else better to do.
Yeah. I'll find him today, though.
Yeah. Anyway,
I got enough vehicles. I'll find them.
It's all right. Made his day. Took his call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can go back and listen to your voice over and over and over.
Jerk off in peace.
There you go. All right. Now, yeah, but definitely, you know, when they investigate this case, that video though is going to be so instrumental. Well, you know, listen.
We already know how that's going to turn out, bro.
I hate to say it, and don't get mad, but he was a Latino officer, so he may get his just due.
I still won't hold my breath.
He may get his just due. He's a Latino officer.
I won't hold my breath.
That's all I'm going to say. All right, so, wow. Interesting show, man. We talked about the abortion ban.
Yes.
Again, we talked about police misconduct and police brutality. And it's just sad, man. It's sad. It's like the people, and again, you expect your government to have your back, just like you expect law enforcement to have your back, you know. And again, I'm pro-choice. That's me. I don't know if you are. I think you said you're not at the top of the show, but I'm just pro-choice. I think a woman has a right to choose what she wants done with her body. And
I'm pro-baby. I just want the babies to live. That's all.
I feel you.
You know?
And I feel you. I'm just saying, I just don't want the government, again,
Yeah,
violating
definitely.
or stepping into our civil rights. All right? So we want to thank everybody for chiming in today.
Yes.
And all the calls, and shout out to everybody that made comments and everything like that. Again, the show will be available to watch again, and just please click the share button.
Yeah,
no
man.
matter what platform you're listening to us on, click the share button. There's some information that you might have missed. There's some things you might have missed. There's some things that other people may need to hear and see. I'm take this call. Caller from the 973. State your name where you calling from.
This is your diva again. I can't take any more bad news, so I need to interject with some good news, okay?
Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
I need to wish my niece, Brianna Marshall, a happy birthday. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, there we
And
go.
this time next week, she will be a Townsend University graduate and
All
will be
right.
dancing with the Sylvanic dancers in Philly
Yes.
in July. So happy birthday and congratulations, Brie.
Yes. Well, thank you for calling in and giving us some good news.
Yes,
we
we
appreciate
need
that. Thank you, Diva.
Thank you. Now I can smile.
Now we can smile. Thank you. We appreciate
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care, sweetie. And again, we saving the best for last. Big happy birthday shout out to Soups.
Yes,
of
today's
BKS.
official.
Today's her birthday. She's legal drinking age.
Yes, man. So y'all can buy a drink.
Y'all can buy her a drink.
Or
come
12.
out. Yeah, come out and buy her a drink, because she will be popping up probably at TGI Fridays and everything tomorrow to rock up with us. But she's getting ready for her big day.
Yes.
The official tourist birthday bash is going down Zulu Bar this Sunday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. The day party. So we're going to officially celebrate her birthday and all the other tourists. So if you want to have a little birthday something going on, and you know a tourist or whatever, bring them on out to the Zulu Bar and rock out with us, man, and celebrate with us, man. Wow, again, what an interesting show. And again, we want to say shout out to T Savage. She was a guest here on the Man Cave Morning Show and the Live in the Cypher show.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Baltimore rap artist, whatever. comes from those mean streets of Baltimore and everything, and she's doing her thing, man. She's on every hot radio show, every hot radio station, and she's on all the blogger sites now and everything. We had her here first.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we had her here first and everything. We interviewed her and we had a great time with T Savage, and she's doing her thing, man. We just want to say we proud of her.
Definitely proud of
here
her,
at BKS1 Radio, WBKS1, and y'all know she got a story to tell.
Yes, man.
You know, she comes from some rough, humble beginnings and everything. And you remember she told us the story how her father was murdered when she was young, and she was there and she's seen it all happen, and so she's lived with a lot, she's seen a lot, and she's doing her thing now. We proud of her, and she has a song out now called Baltimore. It's called Baltimore, and it just talks about the hard, cold realities of the streets and everything.
It's deep,
So we're all adults. I'm gonna run the song.
Yeah, no doubt.
Some of it's explicit in nature as far as the lyrical content, but you get past that because we're adults, and it's the real world, man. It's the real world we live in. But the song, I've actually watched this video like, I kid you not, like maybe 25, 30 times, and I was just touched, man. I'm just touched, and this young lady's on her way. She has other new music too. She got some party music and all of that and everything. But we're gonna play this song Baltimore by T Savage, featuring Glenn Hilton. All right. I think did I say the name? Is it Glenn or Gwen?
Glenn.
Is it Glenn?
Yeah.
Glenn Hilton?
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully I said the name. If I got it wrong, forgive me. All right. So this is Baltimore by T Savage. All right. Let's get it.
We report from Baltimore, where the governor of Maryland has declared a state of emergency.
In 2017, there were 342 murders.
A report in the USA Today newspaper which identifies Baltimore as the most dangerous city anywhere in the country.
USA Today analyzed crime data from the nation's largest 50 cities, and Baltimore came in at number 1. ABC 2 News' Megan Knight is live in the newsroom to explain how Baltimore rose to the top of this list.
I came from nothing, yeah. I done seen the worst parts of living. Can't tell me nothing, yeah. 'Cause we came from the bottom, and you know we're still shining. And we've been through the struggle just to chase silver lining. You don't know nothing, yeah.
I just gotta win, get ready, cause here I come. Your hood might be bad, but you don't know where I'm from. Baltimore City, the west side. Oh, I'm from up the village, my zone that's 29. Man, you ever lost your dog? Over nothing, felt like bullets hit me. That killed my father, man, I wished I could've saved him. Wish I could've did something. Swear I'd give my life just to keep his heart pumping, they ain't playing fair. Man, you ever heard them bullets with no fear, nigga? Stay calm like it's music to your ear, nigga. Smoke weed, cause it's kinda hard to deal with. Yeah, it's real here, I mean real here. Man, you ever seen a mom that buried their son, cried him for 9 months? Man, that pain run for him to die by a nigga who called you his mom. I know some moms who raised niggas that killed their sons. lose my daughter to my city. You niggas not even killers. You supposed to hit your target and lead the women and children. Women burying their daughters, I can't imagine the feelings. You touch my fucking baby, on my next breath I'ma kill you. My brother caught 15, cause homie told you was supposed to be his mans and never fold. Tell me how you changed the game. You know if you got your time, you take it on the chin. You don't never drop a dime. My city filled with death, I swear it gotta be better. They rather lock us up than help us get it together. Cops selling drugs, then shorty that's on the corner. Then raid your house and plant drugs with a search warrant. Ain't no love in my city, the people you help won't hate you. Be careful when you walk in my streets, cause it ain't safe, boo. Murder rate going up and keep rising. How we going have hope when all these bodies keep dropping?
I came from nothing, yeah. I done seen the worst parts of living. Can't tell me nothing, yeah. Cause we came from the bottom, and you know we're still shining. And we've been through the struggle just to chase silver lining. You don't know nothing, yeah. Raw. I hope you rise from the bottom and never fall. And if you ever get caught, man, don't tell it all. You don't know nothing.
Came from the
Wow. 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 Shout out to T Savage. Again, man, clap that up again. That was called Baltimore, featuring Gwen Hilton.
Oh, was Gwen?
Yes, yes. Featuring Gwen Hilton. Again, she has a lot of music out right now.
Yes.
It's available on all digital outlets and everything. She got there's another single out too, man, and I'll probably run it tomorrow on the show. She got some hot joints out, and again, she's been featured in like Baller Alert and the Jasmine brand, all the blog outlets and everything. She just was on K Slay show, Shade 45. She got some TV situations about to pop off now. It's going down for T Savage, and again, that's a testament to where you could start from,
exactly,
to where you could finish at. All right,
stay true to yourself.
Yeah, stay true to yourself and everything. So again, I love that song, man. Love that song. DT said, "Play this again." Revy D, clap, clap, clap. Yeah, it's good stuff. And shout out to Walter Pittman, and then Phyllis Woodbury said, "I like that." Yeah, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it resonates with me. But y'all can check it out. Y'all can check it out again. Either hit the rewind, the replay button.
Go to YouTube.
On the show, or go to YouTube and check it out and follow her journey, man. T Savage. And what I love about her is that she has such a story to tell.
Yeah, man, story is real.
The story is real, and again, just with everybody that comes from the hood, and that comes out of the hood and makes it. I'm gonna say this to you, something I had to learn, and something that anybody with a vision, and when their vision starts to manifest, that you have to learn too. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna drop the music, real talk. Success breeds hate. Success
that is a fact.
Breeds hate.
Yeah.
Just be careful, people. That's all I'm saying. You know, just know who your friends are, know who your enemies are, all right, and know who your frenemies are.
Deep.
On that note, we're gonna see y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessing.
Actually, unless it's a late show.
What?
Remember, we have that appointment here tomorrow. Between 10 and 12, it's gonna be about 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. We're changing something over. Yeah. There's some things that's changing.
So we might see you here tomorrow.
Yeah, we may. We may.
Yeah.
We're
going to try our hardest.
Matter of fact, it may be a morning show.
Yes, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. So get ready. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a morning show.
Yes.
So get ready. You got some things is happening. Tune in at 7 p.m. for Let's Talk About It.
Yes. Yep.
Let's Talk About It show is at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then the Storm Morning Show, 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. tonight. Yeah, we're going to bring back the Family Feud. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about some more current events. We're going in tonight and a relationship topic tonight that you don't want to miss. So make sure y'all tune in. All right, for the Storm Warning Show tonight, man. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Shout out to our sponsors, TGI Fridays. Shout out to Four Brothers. Shout out to the Zulu Bar and everything. And we see you tomorrow, man. We see you tomorrow. And just remember, man, the show's never about us.
No, it's always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secret. And we love you, damn guys.
And it's not a damn thing you can do about it. Peace. Click that share button. Click the share button. Share it out. Somebody needs some information. Share it out. Don't forget, tune into the DJ Jess Show, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. All right, the after work ride with DJ Jess on BKS on Radio. Tune in. He's going in today, y'all. He's going in. Popped in my brain.